So my stomach is super funky today, so I might be kind of in and out. I'm also not on webcam today because I want to be lazy. Yeah, cam's off on purpose. I'm being pretty lazy today and just don't really want to plug it in.
Thanks for checking though.
Thank you.
Just for, technical difficulties' sake.
Alright, so we beat these first 3 exits last playtest. Kind of as usual, just voice stuff as it pops up.
Did you see what kaigem said?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's fine. General kind of visibility issues with a going down level. I didn't really know where the water was and where, like, it wasn't there. It's not really the end of the world, because now I know, but...
It would be kind of cute if you put your profile pic in your little webcam area.
I don't think I have it anymore.
Oh, I can ask Lexi to send it again.
I might need that, because I think it was on my old laptop.
On the Rosie server? Are you joking?
Okay, so bigger spin jump and then run into the pipe. Sorry. And then I assume it's gonna spin me out here and then I just run across there. Go. This jump's weird because you kind of already have to be in the air before the dolphin shows up for you to be able to actually land on the dolphin and go through the pipe. No! I mean, I guess I could potentially jump and stall there, but I assume I'm supposed to do that in one motion. This jump is a little awkward. Oh
yeah, circles.
This dolphin jump is a little hard to figure out the timing and height on. It's not the end of the world, I might just not be warmed up at all, but... Lurk D&D, good luck,
Momo! Have fun, D&D.
Okay. Oh, I finally got in and then the dolphin wasn't there. Maybe I do have to jump stall then. Okay. Well, no, because if I jump stall, then the dolphin's definitely not going to be in the right spot. Maybe I just missed the fall. Hmm. It sometimes feels like I don't have enough time to do the bullet jump in the middle. Thankfully, I have not been doing super great the past couple of days, but today specifically ended up being okay, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Even an okay day.
I was gonna say I mostly just needed any day that wasn't like completely miserable, and thankfully got it. It's just still tired.
And it wasn't even a Del Taco guy. It was a different lady who I've seen a few times, and she remembered me and my order. Shockingly.
Yeah.
I feel very validated for how mad I am at this other dude for acting like you don't know me every fucking time.
Yeah. That was a nice treat. I needed Del Taco today.
I was really anxious. Like, my heart was racing pulling up to the order box, knowing I was gonna have to deal with him, and then it wasn't him, and I was like, fuck yes! Everything in me not to say that out loud.
Yeah, I'm not sure why work is like super overwhelming for like literally everyone right now.
Yeah. What is going on with that? What's the moon doing? What's the planets doing? Who's in retrograde? Like, what is going on? Because it's so fucked up for like so many people that I care about right now.
Yeah, big streams are nice, but sometimes it's nice to just have a chat with like 1 to 2 other people. Okay. So like I'm not totally sure what I'm supposed to be doing at this dolphin jump, because it seems like when I run forward here, I'm like running over the pipe entrance. But then like even if I make it in the pipe, like there's not a dolphin here for me to like land on, unless this one just keeps going, which it might, I guess. I assumed it was just like a long jump dolphin, but it might actually be just constantly going right. I could just stall a little bit longer to see. Dolphins are just kind of hard because you never, like, you know they're gonna jump back and forth, but you never really know which dolphin it is. Like, you can tell if it's like a vertical dolphin or a horizontal dolphin, but you can't really tell much more than that. Okay, it's not, but maybe it does wrap around weird. That sounds yummy, Splee. I should make us Brussels sprouts again soon. It's been a while.
Nom 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 nom.
How's it going, Pancake? Good to see you.
Anytime Theo makes like Brussels sprouts and anything else, I literally just eat all the Brussels sprouts and I don't really care about anything else.
It's true.
And then Theo finishes my whatever else it is.
Oh, so you are supposed to stall there, because then that dolphin's in a good spot for you. Okay. So, just as a general playtesting note, I got hung up here for a while because I thought I was just supposed to do this kind of like fucked up regrab to go into this pipe right away. And I was able to do it once, which I think messed me up even more, because doing it once sort of fooled me into thinking that I was just supposed to go fast and there wasn't anything here to like actually catch me. If it is that stall, I might recommend trying to put this pipe in a spot that you like can't get it when the dolphin's going to the right. I don't know if there's a spot where it can go to the right but not to the left, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of had bad experiences with Brussels sprouts as a kid and then got very turned off of them.
I was never forced to eat them as a kid. I was very lucky. Like, I just kind of had no experience with them, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that stall feels really good. So I think it's just a matter of potentially trying to look into that to force it a bit better. Where does this take me? Oh. I see. Okay. No! How did I miss that pipe? I was there for so long. Yeah, it's also like very easy to make them good because literally all you have to do is stick them in an oven with like nothing else, and then they just like roast up and crisp up really nice. Yeah, the problem is people boil them.
Boiling it? Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all.
It's not.
Broil it. I'm just kidding. Probably put it on bake.
Excuse me, fish.
My cooking advice. A silly pun joke. I would say no, probably put it on bake. I don't even know the real answer. It's probably bake.
Put it on bake. Yes. I don't know if I've ever had roasted kale before. One dish that is really good that we had.
Made it once, I think.
Oh, maybe yes.
It was really good. It was like crunchy kale.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Yeah. So I tried to make it right.
Yeah. What was I gonna say is also good. It's fine. No. It's gone now. It's
God
fine.
damn it! Fun.
Oh no, it was about kale, but it wasn't roasting it. Bone and I found a recipe the other week for a substitute for pasta, basically, or instead of like making it with pasta noodles and like really good sauce and stuff, you just use garbanzo beans and kale as like the quote-unquote pasta for it, and it's very good. It's also very like healthy feeling and doesn't maybe feel as empty as pasta does sometimes, because as much as I love pasta, it is kind of hard to eat all the time.
I hate it lately, I'll say it. Disgusting.
Okay, so I need to get that fish to screen wrap because then it's much easier to get through the whole. But yeah, obviously you don't like fry up like the full leaves of the kale, so you kind of have to like cut them into like strips, sort of. But you basically just cut them into strips and cook them with garbanzo beans, and then it's like both lighter and more filling than pasta, I think. I mean, pasta can be pretty filling, but just more substantially filling, I guess, rather than just being pasta. I like this fish move. I'm glad that it works as well as it does. Just looking at this obstacle again, it might be possible for you to just... Actually, if this is screen wrap, you may not even need a pipe here. Like, you could just get rid of this pipe entirely and force the player to like run off of the dolphin here and catch up to it over on the side. I don't know if you actually need the pipe for it. If you do, it can basically just be the same thing, but with that like 2-tile pipe. But I think the issue I was having is that when the dolphin pops on screen here, he's like high enough that you can like technically get in right there. I guess you could theoretically do the same thing with a jump, but I feel like it might be easier to... I don't know, there's probably a way to shape it where you can get it one way, but not the other way. I don't know what that necessarily is without messing around in Winter Magic with it, but... Damn it, okay. So that's what I need to do, but I need to stall not even necessarily longer than that, but just better than that. I think that was basically the right amount of time to stall, but I have to be like on my way over to the right as the screen's falling, or as the fish is falling. Okay, so that felt right. Damn, that's fast. Okay, so I gotta kind of swim spam at the bottom to be able to get a little bit left faster. Okay. This specific jump feels a little tighter than I'd maybe like it to be. Just because, like, I feel like I'm kind of jumping off of this at pretty much the same time every time. There's, like, just a little bit of variance on where I'm hitting the bullet. But, like, if it's not all the way against, like, the edge of the pipe, then it doesn't feel like I have enough time. I think if you just had that first pipe that you jump over, maybe just be a wall of concrete blocks instead and only had a one thick, it might give you a little bit more time to do the second jump. Are you able to have the players spawn from like a side pipe or an up pipe instead of falling into the segment? Because that might also change things. I don't know if the camera needs you falling into it or not though. Because I definitely did notice bonking my head on it. It's not like that big of a deal though, because it's pretty easy to dodge, but I could see it being much more annoying if it was any lower. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do too. I just, like, that specific wraparound jump right there sometimes feels like I just don't have enough time to do it no matter how well I've done the previous jump. I think that can be mitigated if this first thing you jumped over was just, like, even if it was, like, these top two tiles of cement and then just, like, one thick here for you to be able to, like, wrap around in this little area right here. Because, like, that little extra tile of, like, arc there, I think would be enough to make the opening obstacle, like, slightly more lenient. While still keeping the exact jump that you want. And it's not even, like, that hard. It's kind of like a slightly hidden difficulty for this segment. Because you definitely have to hit that pretty early. It's not really the end of the world though, because like it's a pretty consistent timing when you know how to do it, but yeah, the main reason I bring it up is because it's the first obstacle, so like literally every life people are gonna have to attempt it, so... Okay. I had to remember to kind of hold jump out of there. Alright, swim better. Oh, Jesus. Oh, not done yet. Okay. I definitely attempted to make that jump all the way over. Okay. Oh, interesting. I like this obstacle. Yeah, that was a cool obstacle. I like that one a lot. Okay, I assume that's an H. Yeah, okay. Really cool segment. The only thing I would maybe recommend is just looking at that like first dolphin jump, because that was the only one that felt like I had got misled by getting it earlier. Even the first jump, honestly, like that's kind of more of like if other playtesters complain about it, that might be my recommendation to nerf it. It was perfectly fine as is, but just maybe something to kind of keep in mind. And then I basically I appreciate the legibility of the obstacles to be able to one-shot stuff, because that feels nice. Also underrated is the ability to just sit and read an obstacle without getting trolled for no reason, so appreciated. Yep. Like, go ahead and troll me while I'm as I'm figuring out the obstacle, but... Okay, I gotta be a little bit tighter on the timing with that. But yeah, the first segment was really fun, so I wouldn't recommend too many like wholesale changes to it. There we go. Okay. I like what you've done with fast pipes and dolphins. It's a good level. Llamas, you're the title. Indeed. How's it going, Llamas?
Singing in my head again, thank you.
You didn't see the title?
No, I don't read your titles. What you're doing? I thought reading the title, but then I missed jokes, I guess. Cute stuff like beaches.
Yeah.
I will. I love this. Oh man, I didn't do my neck pop.
Oh. It's because my stomach started hurting.
You're right.
I can mute it and do it in a sec, honestly. I keep getting into this pipe too early. I need to stall much longer than I actually am there. Right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so used to playtesting hacks without music that it did not occur to me to actually check the music. But that also makes it easier for me to hear my audio. The sounds of jumping. Forever helpful.
Weird. Not helpful. Why I need to know when I jump?
So you can time stuff better?
I just press the button and jump.
I just press the button and jump.
Why I gotta hear it?
It helps me a lot to
I
hear
get mad
jumps.
at game sounds. No. I play Kaizo strictly no game sound. Yes, I miss out on cool tracks, and I'm sorry about it, but at least I don't have to hear every time I fucking press a button. Let me tell you how I really feel.
Okay, so I do have to stall on that urchin twice. I thought I messed up on that on the first try, but that was actually correct for me to do.
Wait.
Yeah, no worries. Port sounds like it fits this segment pretty well. Was it a different port for the first half? Because I can dip back in afterwards and see if you want. Whew. I don't know how I'm still alive. We'll take that. Oh. You screamed right as I did that jump, and that was terrifying.
I'm sorry, my alarm went off and it scared me. Med check.
Damn it. Timed that up for so long and it just died right away.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Probably because I yelled med check right here. Yeah. No, I missed it again. God fucking damn it.
Okay, so jump off of the jump off of this, bounce up the fish, and then I assume this platform will be in a position for me to be able to land and go in right there. Damn it.
No. No, it was Danielle! This lying, cheating motherfucker, I swear to God! Oh, no. That was your birthday?
Oh.
Oh my God. What a time to say, do you hear someone else on my stream screaming at my phone? The tea. It has been spilled.
It's much better that you don't know what Bunna's reacting to.
Yeah. Nobody gets to know the horrible show I'm watching right now.
It's bad even by Bun standards.
Yeah, no. As I started watching it, I was like, I can't believe I've sunk in this low. In reality TV.
Fun's watching C-SPAN.
On her birthday? Why does her dress look like it's made of envelopes? I don't even know how else to describe that dress.
Huh. That jump always terrifies me, but I guess it's been fine, so... I kind of wish there was a ceiling on this jump over to the winged platform. Like, to force you to run off there, just because it seems like trying to jump over there gives more flexibility, but it's maybe one of those situations where, like, limiting the player's options there might be a little bit better. I am shocked I'm not dead yet. Okay.
Is that what I smell like? What's that?
It's probably me, sorry.
No, you're fine. I thought it was me. What would you smell?
Because I ran around the office all day cleaning stuff.
Oh.
Llamas,
ew.
Llamas, you farted. I'm dead. Okay. Faster bounce, probably a spin jump, and then a bounce off of the winged platform, or the no block. Probably onto either a fish or a dolphin, given the human level.
You might need to end early enough to shower tonight too, then? The smell is not me.
Okay.
He loves the Tostito with no dip. And he always is talking to himself while he's like drunk and eating plain Tostitos at 2 a.m. Or cookies. One or the other. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. good news for you is I do think it's neat.
Wow, I shorted that, like I made that jump and then somehow died still. It's impressive. Damn it. No! What? That jumped so fast! What the hell? I feel like I was hauling ass there and I still didn't make that. Okay. There's no way you stall on that jump because there's nowhere to stall, so I guess just go a little bit faster. That death lined up perfectly with me, with the loop in the song. Like I bonked at the exact same time all the instruments stopped. Holy shit, that jump is so fast. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting setup, but I feel like you definitely have to know exactly what you're doing coming out of the pipe. Yeah, if you want to make that pillar a 1 wide, you definitely have a lot more leniency on there. Like, having it 2 wide is fine, but I think it is maybe making it a little tighter than it needs to be. Especially given the flow of the rest of the segments.
I didn't know.
I was looking, it's fine. No! I made the jump and then died to the fucking buncher after. Okay. Do that jump, but farther over. Or just re-grab under. It's probably just re-grab under. For as often as I play SMW, especially compared to other platformers, re-grabs still aren't like one of the first things I think of after like 5 years of Kaizo. Like, I'll eventually come to the idea of, oh yeah, I can probably just re-grab under that. But unless I'm like just instinctively doing it, not realizing, like intentionally thinking about doing a re-grab is just not in my skill set sometimes. It is other times, like I can re-grab, and I've even designed some like kind of gnarly re-grabs, but like it's just funny how different creators are good and use different stuff in different ways. Oh. That felt like extremely unfortunate timing. Yeah, it's always wild to me to see how different creators can even kind of express the same idea, but just in different ways and with different emphasis on like trick weights and stuff. Yeah, that's a fun obstacle. I like that one too. It's probably my favorite of this segment. Okay, boop. Alright, so I think part of the issue there is if you get like a super gnarly regrab off that fish, you can actually like skip that overhang entirely. And if you skip the overhang entirely, you can do too big of a jump, and then the accordion blocks or whatever are already kind of done. The muncher's there to prevent large bounces. Yeah, that could honestly work too if just that ceiling that you bonk off of is just munchers like this one instead. I appreciate ceiling munchers not being thoughtlessly placed. Like, ceiling munchers are very good and important in Kaizo, but they definitely don't need to be on every ceiling. And I appreciate the defaulting to not having them if you don't need them, rather than just slapping them on every ceiling because it's Kaizo. I got really lucky with getting a regrab into that pipe, by the way, because I did that technically a bounce early from what I'm used to. Nope. Ceilings very much can be used to add difficulty to really any jump, honestly. But it is, in my opinion, much better when the player has options on some jumps of whether to just bonk or cut it short. There's some times where you just have to, like here for instance, I think having ceiling munchers is a good call because it forces you to get over to the right faster. And with enough time for you to do 2 bounces off of the right urchin before you have to go into the pipe cleanly. It's a good idea to not have them on this jump right here though, because you very easily could just like brush against a wall and die here. And seeing as how that's one of the easiest ways to line up that jump, that would be a really awkward setup if there were ceiling munchers that you could run into. I know you were probably just memeing Split, but it is important for me to talk about design stuff like that in Kaizo, because I think it's personally pretty important to be able to just play the level sometimes. No, stall for longer, god damn it. Okay, so same thing, but bounce over it again on the no block. That's a really good yes, but no. Honestly, ceiling munchers and I have had a pretty contentious relationship in Kaizo, and there's been a lot of times where I'll even look back on some of my old levels and been like, wow, that really didn't need to have like a ceiling spike there, or like a ceiling muncher there, and like probably would have been much more enjoyable if it wasn't there, but the young designer me was just like, ha ha ha, it's Kaizo if every ceiling has munchers on it. And like, yeah, it is. It's not really a Kaizo that people like enjoy playing. Kezraid, how's it going? Hi Tess. Hi everyone. We're not on cam today because I'm very, very lazy, but we are chilling and playtesting some stuff. It's been very fun. How's it going? Hi everyone. I am super lazy today, but thank you for the shoutouts. If you don't follow Kaz, please go do so. Have we got your cam for you? Oh my. Damn it! Okay. So, quick bounce, quick bounce, quick bounce, spin, jump over. Okay. Hey Brad, how's it going? Good to see y'all. I'mCio. I am the maker of Bun Bun 1 and 2, and currently working on Bun Bun 3. We're taking a break tonight to play test for kaigem, and it's been fun. Yeah, I can definitely tell there's an intentional toning down of munchers everywhere, which is nice. Damn it. Okay. Like right there, for instance, I got that like one tile too far to the right off of that bounce off of the fish. I think I might be fast falling into a regrab slightly more than you were expecting me to on that jump in particular. I was wondering if y'all could hear that one. Bun's in the shower right now, so... Damn it! Okay. I have to basically either regrab as if I'm gonna bonk, or just make sure that I'm done. Honestly, the shower burps themselves are not very rare. It is rare that y'all are able to actually hear them on stream, but... Bun relieves anxiety a lot of the time through burps also, so... Oh. Yes. Yeah, Bun's ability to burp is pretty wild, honestly. It's very impressive, and has actually helped me be able to burp a little bit better as well. Because I used to not be able to, really, and it would not help my stomach, like, ever. Yeah. Good old conservative religious folk. I grew up in a very conservative area for high school, so I definitely get that. Oh yeah, if it's always meant to be a regrab, then definitely I would recommend adding ceiling munchers there. I'm sorry to hear that, Splee. Damn it. Oof. Hi, Rev. I don't know if you're actually on mute or not, but I can take a break to say hi for a sec. Also, on a related note, shoutouts to y'all that were here in the days of me not even having a microphone and having to manually type and say hi to everyone in chat. Because those days feel like forever ago, but really weren't that long ago, especially in the grand scheme of my Twitch account, so... I never really thought I would be at the point of streaming where like even not having cam on feels like something's missing, but it's even more wild to think that I would just stream for like years without a microphone and still somehow kept up with chat. Not like amazingly well, but for being a no cam, no mic streamer for a bit, I think I did alright. It's definitely much easier with at least a microphone, though. I don't think the cam is quite as necessary. If you're like fun and have extremely expressive faces for like everything, then it probably is, but I think at least having a microphone to be able to play and talk to your chat at the same time is pretty big. Oh, that is a weird jump. Okay, I gotta do that one much faster to be able to get a big bounce around. I tried to just do big bounces once I got there, but that was lining me up to basically only be able to land on the block, or on the urchin there. That was the limpest jump I could have possibly gotten off of that fish. I have not had twice to this fish like that. That's amazing. How's it going, Amper? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Peaches indeed. I'm sure you can guess this by the title. The Bun and I went and saw the Mario movie on Saturday evening. And yeah, pretty good. As I expected, Jack Black fucking killed it, but I didn't even need to see the movie to know that. Oh, I need to mention this on stream because I do need to like fix it on stream eventually. But in the middle of the night last night, as I was like trying to fall back asleep after Bun and I got woken up by something at like just late enough into the night to like I don't know, but Bun and I were both like very awake this morning at like 4 a.m. and it was like just late enough that I was considering staying up. But eventually just decided I was going to go back to sleep for a couple hours. But as I was falling back asleep, I realized... Oh, how the fuck I realized this, but like in the middle of the night, I realized in Bun Bun 3, the current overworld that I have designed, I left out a level. Because I was like trying to think about it. And I was like, I don't remember where my disco shell level ended up on this new overworld. And I like mentally ran through my map of the overworld. And I was like, Huh, I didn't place it. I guess I'll have to do that later. Like, in bed at like, what, 4:35 a.m., mentally running through my overworld of Bun Bun 3 to be like, oh hey, I missed a level, I should fix that. But, proof that working on a hack is literally an all-day, all-night affair. Fucking 5 a.m. remembering that I need to add another level to Bun Bun 3. I think I have a spot on the overworld that I can add it in pretty easily. Ah, goddammit, that was it too! Okay. So I forget if I said hi to Lit and Self, but welcome back, y'all. Oh, there's an ad going. Whatever. Thank y'all that are here for the ads. Or through the ads. I can never even tell if they're like running ads or if it's like the bottom bar ad break thing. Where it like kind of just like slightly shrinks the stream and just has an ad running at the bottom. I specifically told them that I like those ads more because it at least doesn't like interrupt the gameplay, it just sort of like shifts it up in favor of an ad. But I don't think you really get control over like what kinds of ads you run. I just get to tell them what I like and then have them ignore me. Also, kaigem, this port has been fine, by the way. I know that you were curious about that, but I feel like I've been in this segment for probably 45 minutes now, and it does the thing that good ports do, where it kind of just shifts into the back of your mind, rather than being like front and center. This is loud music that's blaring in your ear for 45 minutes. And I think it fits the pacing of the platforming of the level as well. Damn it. I like freak out that I actually even land on the block correctly, and then I like don't have enough time to make it over. This obstacle feels like it should have spawn variants, but because of like the exact way the pipes are positioned there, it doesn't, which is nice. Like, it feels like you should have some times where that obstacle just doesn't work, or it doesn't work as well, and like every time I've gotten to that obstacle, it's been the exact same, which is impressive. SMW has a weird habit of having setups suddenly not work, even though they've worked literally every other 200 times you've tried it. Suddenly the 201st try decides sprites want to be different and dumb. Especially if there's chucks. Oh my god, if there's chucks. I didn't see that turn block until it was really late, and then it threw me off, and it probably shouldn't have thrown me off, because I don't think... Like, I think I could have just basically jumped onto that, and then jumped up, over, jumped, and I think I can make this. That's what? 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tile... Maybe not, actually, so I think I need to go to here, here, bounce up to here, and then probably land on the dolphin again. Try that. No! Come on. Just missed. It wasn't anything to do with the level, it just, like, didn't land where I wanted to. No! Oh, I tried, but I missed. I should have just kept going to the dolphin. I didn't think the dolphin was going to be there in time, so I didn't think I was going to have time to be able to do that, but I think I did. God damn it. A little bop over is hard, but I mean, obviously we have already discussed that and it's probably getting changed, but... Okay. Well, if y'all heard the first one, you definitely heard that one. So. I'm just gonna assume that y'all heard that one. They are. Our friend is a music major and has tried to map out the tones of Bun's burps. He had it mapped out, and it is a chord, but I forget exactly what chord it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, so if y'all look down below in my panels, you can see there's an emote showcase thing. I recently... That's good.
Sorry.
I recently went through and added, like, I think 20 or 25 different BTTB emotes that weren't there before. And then we also have a bunch of FFZ stuff that's new, so... If you have either of those, feel free to check them out. Finally got around to adding some classics such as Vibe and Dancing Triangle, so...
Nice.
Shoutouts to Java for the Keep Vibe Bunny, because I had not seen Vibe Bunny until then. Like, dancing triangle does not apply in every situation. But if you hear music that is dancing triangle music, you know what it is. Like, I have a hard time describing that emote, but that emote in particular has been one that I've just been like, you know what? Yes. The song is very dancing triangle. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. I appreciate emotes that have very specific flavors to them. I'm not a big fan of like the super generic emotes a lot of the time. I'm more of a holy shit, why is there an emote for that? That's amazing kind of fan. But then sometimes you just need a cute bunny vibe, so all logic goes out the window if the emote is cute. No! I did it right, god damn it! Ah, I just didn't get that last jump off. Okay. I've now died to that exact fish death 3 times. Oh hey, you can do it on this one too. I was curious. Dolphins have a very wide, like, place you can stand on them, which is silly. Someone else would mind getting that one, thank you.
There's been like 10 in the past 10 minutes.
We've logged 3 in the past 10 minutes, I think.
Cool down.
Someone noticed that your burps are multiphonic, by the way. Do you remember what chord it is?
I don't know if he said a chord, but he did tell me the like notes, but I forget. Who noticed it here?
Doc.
Yeah, our friend Paul has noticed that in person.
Yeah. He had it mapped out at one point. I don't remember what notes specifically he said it was. We'll have to ask him.
I make music with my body. Can you do that? Anyone else?
Anyone else in the world? Challenge.
Like, that's pretty cool.
It is.
Not really a useful talent, but cool.
I mean, it's useful enough to get people talking about it on Twitch, which is good enough for me.
Twitch.tv, talk about my burps.
Twitch.tv/talk about my burps.
No! Jesus fucking Christ. Ay. Long cat.
Oh, thank you. It's okay. I just wasn't expecting a long cat eye kiss. Love you too. No, god damn it. Okay. The regrab to actually land on this extendy block is pretty tricky. I'm trying to get better at it since that ceiling won't be just a plain ceiling for a whole lot longer. No! Oh, I missed. Oh, yeah, that would probably help too, honestly. Because I think the main thing is just there is enough time to do what you're asking, but you have to cut the jumps a little bit earlier than it currently looks like you do, which leads to it feeling faster than it needs to be on the first couple of attempts. Because like there, I wouldn't have even had the opportunity to fall off of the block because I would have just died beforehand. And specifically in Kaizo design, that's generally okay to do. Like, if the player is gonna die later in the segment, it's generally considered, as for anyone listening, not really kaigem specifically, but it's generally etiquette to just kill the player as early as possible and not like drag out a life where 10 seconds later they're gonna die at something because it spawned differently or something. Yeah, because if you get the regrab directly onto that, it feels pretty good. And like, I don't even necessarily know if it needs to be a one tile thing instead of a two. But it's definitely regrab dependent if that's the case. No neon cat trolls. That just reminds me of one of the first like Kaizo things I ever played called Sayabon Action. I don't know if any of y'all have played it / heard of it, but it was like basically the original troll level where it looked like you were playing like SMB1 with a Sayabon cat, and it just kind of like devolved into the most like dumb troll shit ever. But like, this is from like 2006 or 7, so like well before the era of like Super Mario troll levels or anything. Yeah, it's very, very old. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll probably find videos of it. No, it wasn't a ROM hack, it was like its own like freeware. It was only like a couple levels long if I remember right. But it like came out around the same time as Proton John's original Kaizo Mario like playthrough, which was like my first personal exposure to Kaizo, and I'm sure a lot of people's, honestly. I think it's spelled like that. It might be Syabon, but I remember it's definitely SY something BON action. But it's kind of interesting because like it has a lot of the same dumb like, haha, you went for this thing that was clearly supposed to be safe but was not. Yeah, I guess I could have called it Cat Mario. I just now that Cat Mario is a thing in 3D World, it's not as easy to find off of that. Yeah. I'm still subbed to Rauko on YouTube. He still makes regular daily content, by the way, which I think is fucking wild, because I've been subbed to Rauko for, like, almost 20 years at this point, it feels like. Like, not on the same account, but having watched his content for that long on YouTube is wild. Both that YouTube's been around long enough for that to be possible, and also that he's still actively making content. Yeah, Rauko is actually where I learned about Hyper 6 the first time, honestly. I like vividly remember once Hyper 6 like made its way to Twitch, my first thought was, oh hey, I saw Rauko play this and he hated it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that means most of SMW Twitch community is also gonna hate it.
I didn't get like extra burrito or something.
Be done, be done, be done. No, why did I try that? I just was supposed to go to the left and jump. You sure did, but it's okay. The burrito sounded good. Speaking of stuff being made all the time, that's a good segue. I also have YouTube, where we mostly just are editing down our Twitch playthroughs and stuff, but it's a nice, different way to experience the content. And yeah, we're currently uploading our playthrough of The Messenger, which we did like almost 3 years ago at this point, which is wild because it does not feel like it's been 3 years since I played The Messenger, but very good game and excited to bring it to YouTube. And then after that will be Hi-Fi Rush probably, because I'm excited and want to get that on YouTube as soon as possible. Because spoilers, Hi-Fi Rush is really fucking good and y'all should play it. I'm excited because I like don't normally actually get to hype up a game that's like really new like this, because typically both Bun and I are kind of the type of gamers who like will play stuff after the first or even like second wave of it being like exciting and popular or whatever. But since Hi-Fi Rush like Shadow dropped on Game Pass and we actually have Game Pass, I was like, oh, I actually get to play this like the day or two after it comes out. And easily one of my biggest like surprises for gaming in a hot minute. I was expecting it to be like a kind of fun playthrough that like we did and then we were done with, and instead I like pretty much loved every single second of it. Yeah, I saw it's a GDQ and I'm very excited about it. I wanted to learn a speedrun for it at some point, so potentially depending on how that GDQ run goes and if it looks like it's fun, I might try to pick it up. Friendly reminder that my experience with speedrunning is basically me running something until I feel like I have a time that I don't want to improve anymore. I am very non-committal with speedrunning, and it's mostly just to beat stuff in one sitting most of the time, but whatever. I think it keeps it more fun that way. Like, I'm not really the type of person that enjoys, like, obsessing over optimal times and stuff, because I know myself well enough to know that I will. And, like, I know that if I did, I would be obsessing over, like, literally everything that I could have done. And that's a quick way to burn yourself out on speedrunning. But I also, I haven't speedrun anything on the channel since Donkey Kong Country, and that was also probably in about 2020. That might have even been 2019, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's been a while. Has it really been 4 years since I've learned to speedrun? That's not right. There's no way. It had to have been 2020, and I just, all of 2020 is a blur. Yeah, I'm curious what, like, abilities and stuff the speedrun abuses. Because I feel like even while playing it on very hard, I didn't really use the, like, ability and combo system to its fullest potential at all. I found a couple of combos that I liked and kind of stuck with it, which I guess is kind of typical in those types of games anyway, but I'm sure the speedrun has it mapped out pretty well. Especially since, honestly, that game gives you kind of a lot of money to work with. So I imagine that there's some pretty big flexibility in terms of what you're actually able to buy and not buy. A lot of out-of-bounds movement tech in the main area covers the big area lately. Okay. That makes sense. And I guess it also makes sense that there's a lot of out-of-bounds tech, because it did kind of feel like once you know how to move through the game, you could fly through it. I do have to admit that I kind of prefer speedruns with less out-of-bounds stuff, since I think it's personally a little easier to follow. Like, playing it, I enjoy stuff with out-of-bounds, because it just feels like, haha, I broke your game. But just as a viewer, I tend to prefer more speedruns that, like, don't not stay inbound. Oh, God damn it, I ran off the back of the dolphin? I was not expecting to die like that. You may be couching further on. Well, that's exciting. I will definitely be watching.
Okay, for a minute, I had zero context, and all I could think of was when I was in like 5th grade, and I went camping at the beach, and I was with my aunt and uncle, and my brother, and like some of my aunt and uncle's friends, and their friends had an inflatable couch, popular in the 90s and early 2000s, that we brought to the ocean, and then sat on it to couch surf. We called it couching.
How long did that couch last in its upright position?
You know, probably not very long. I think at one point we saw like a jellyfish underneath it, and that was the end of that.
So, like, that seems like it would be cool, but that seems like the kind of thing where you put it on the water and then it falls over immediately.
Yeah,
and
it was not immediate. It absolutely stayed upright while you were couching, but I think it did pop eventually.
I mean, I'm more just impressed that it stayed upright.
Yeah, no, it didn't really fall over.
That is the last jump, so I can move on if I want to. Okay, I'll give this another couple minutes because I do feel like I'm pretty close, but if I don't get it the next couple of minutes, we'll move on to the next level.
Your homemade waterbed energy? Stop! I hope no one ever homemade a waterbed.
My waterbed has a jellyfish in it. It's really cool.
My waterbed's just called a bed.
My bed's just called bed. Yes.
I always say that like the reference from Adventure Time, but I always am still asking you if it was funny. As soon as we start this, I feel like this is a dramatic start to an episode. I gotta really take it back in.
Take it back now, y'all.
A cup of loyalty is what it's called. Peaches, 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 peaches.
That's impressive, Splee. I was a futon kid growing up personally.
Splee, that's great. I remember in my grandparents' old house, so not the one that my parents lived in for a second, but the house they lived in before that, they had a room that had a waterbed. I think it was the real waterbed though, but we always wanted to sleep in that room. I think it popped eventually.
Yeah, waterbeds seem like they should be really cool, and then you try to actually lay on it, and you're like, oh, there's like no support on this thing, okay.
It's like somehow worse than an air mattress, which is really saying a lot. Because air mattresses are the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, don't run off the back of the dolphin this time. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
We died in every possible way to that dolphin before, so. Victory burp! Cookie. Alright, cool. So no real thoughts on that second half, honestly. Like, it took me a lot longer than the first half did, but also I kind of one-shot a lot of the first half, and also I think I just took a little bit longer to figure out the second half. But it's not like, and it felt like anything really needed to shift because of it. That one jump where you have to like stall on the urchins while you're waiting for the accordion block to go up so you can bounce off of the dolphin those specific ways. In a vacuum, honestly, is probably the hardest thing you've asked me to do so far, but it also made sense. I wouldn't be surprised if other playtesters potentially commented on the difficulty of that jump specifically. I thought it was fine, especially since the thing after it is basically just that one long jumping dolphin that you just have to stall on for a second. If there was anything like significantly after that, I would maybe recommend nerfing it, but honestly everything felt fine in that second half. The first half there was that one thing with the dolphin. Oh yeah, the ceiling munchers, I guess, is the only thing that would maybe help out that one bit, but we already talked about that so much I kind of forgot to bring it up again. But cool. Let's go ahead and get started on the next level before I take a quick break. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, but I like the color of these hills. Oh. Okay. Is that just anytime I get P-Speed? Yes. Oh, I get it. Okay. This is cool. It's taking me a minute to get used to because it's like very... It's a very interesting P-Speed level because I have to like break my P-Speed a lot, but I see what I'm supposed to do. Okay, cool. I didn't jump that time, so I didn't break my start power yet. How's it going, Kevin? Good to see you.
What's that, Kevin?
Yep.
Hey, Kevin.
So out of curiosity, is this gimmick where you have star power as long as your P meter is completely maxed out? Is that why I have to like kind of intentionally stall here to break star power a bit? As if so, that's an interesting gimmick and a neat twist on a P-Speed level. Okay. I kind of figured that's what was happening, but despite making a P-Speed level and also using P-Speed a lot, it's still kind of one of those things that is a little bit of a mystery in SMW. I really wish that the P-Speed meter patch wasn't so horribly difficult to get working, honestly. Because I wanted to add it to my hack for the first level, just to measure P-Speed and make it a little bit easier. But it's like a really complicated... Oh yeah, didn't mean to call anybody out about that. I was just kind of complaining about the general patch. If you happen to find out anything about it, please let me know, because I would still be interested in it, but it's definitely not anything that I'm gonna like hold my breath on. Oh yeah, for anyone that was curious, I am trying to figure out how to reconnect my Wii guitar to my PC for Clone Hero stuff. I had it fully connected and everything was working fine, but then I connected like another controller to the computer, which it apparently didn't like. So I have to redo all the settings and stuff for it. So if anyone's wondering why I like played Clone Hero a bunch for like a week and then stopped playing it, that's why. I just happened to look over and see my guitar sitting there, so that was why. I think you just run off the side, you lose P meter? Okay. If it's intended to be a runoff there, I might recommend just forcing that and making like a one tile runoff bit there, because I think that might be a little easier than allowing the player to jump there. Yeah, because if you just run off it seems like it's fine. Yeah, there was something about it needing super status bar, or the other version like not needing super status bar, but also being a pain in the ass to get working correctly. I need to stall there still. Okay. I just needed to look at that a little bit longer, but I think I just stall there and wait for that sumo bro to be in a spot where I can jump on him. How did I lose star power there? I feel like I had it perfectly fine and then I just died. Oh, I must have let go of run, or was like transitioning run buttons or something. Okay, that makes more sense.
Hey, wake up, new poison just dropped.
Oh. Oh.
You're looking respectful.
Okay, and then I must be able to stall out there and then spin jump onto the sumo bro. Okay.
Is this cute? For tomorrow?
Oh, that is cute.
Or tomorrow it is, but it's okay.
It's an angelic T-pose. Not at all a byproduct of the fact that streaming at 60 frames per second is difficult. Yeah, so that must be what it is. I'm rolling over run buttons there, and it must just be losing P speed just enough to have it run out. Which, like, isn't super noticeable on a normal P speed segment, since you're not like giving up P speed for that long. Like, you're still getting it back by the time you're like at the end of the jump. But since this ASM is checking for like if you lose it at all, that is a small subtle thing you gotta look out for in this one. So maybe don't switch jumps there like I keep trying to do for some reason. It was weird. I'm not sure. I must have just died to the same thing that I keep dying to, or I slightly ran out of P speed. We call that T speed. Thank you, Bella. Okay, so there I hit back, which I also have to look out for. Like that? I feel like I wasn't supposed to jump back that far. Maybe I was, though. No, I wasn't! God damn it! I wasn't sure if that was going to be at the edge of the respawn range or just outside of the respawn range, and unfortunately it was just outside of it. I don't necessarily know if the threshold needs to be lessened. I think I just need to get better at the gimmick, honestly. It hasn't really felt like anything has been too tight in this segment so far. It's just like very subtly different from P-speed segments that I'm used to. Which takes a little bit of getting used to, I guess, but it's more just trying to learn how to maintain maximum P-speed all the time. Yeah, if you can lower it even like a frame or two, maybe that would be a good call. Like, I think you said it is at 70 currently. Like, if it could be 68 or 69, that would probably be good.
That would probably be nice. What'd you say?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Set that up and then didn't even take it.
No! God damn it. I didn't think about that. Oh, I needed him. Okay. He even went through the trouble of lowering himself so I could actually jump up. And just murder him. Dang it. Yeah, I think part of it's just that I'm trying to switch over for spin jumping maybe earlier than I need to. It feels like more of a me thing than a level thing, for what it's worth, but... What? So much for helping me. He's like, you're gonna fucking murder me? Fine, I'm not gonna be there next time. Joke's on you, bitch. And for that reason, I'm out. Okay. Of all the ways to die in that situation, dying to the top of the sumo bro because I ran into him was not one of them. That I was planning on. I think honestly, if you tighten this up by a tile and make it so the player can't jump quite as far over, like don't tighten it up this way because it's nice to be able to jump up as high as you need to, but like even if you could just tie it up to here and kind of do this like arc with this like 2 tile thing here, I think that would prevent this guy from ever despawning. I must have gotten like pretty unlucky and gotten like all the way over to be able to despawn him barely. Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what, having a segment where you have to maintain P-speed preservation in a tight area is always going to kind of feel tight, I guess. But I think if it's between it feeling slightly tighter or potentially despawning the guy, I would personally rather just have it be slightly tighter. I may end up playing it and completely changing my mind on that, but just like at least in a vacuum, I would prefer a tighter segment that never despawns over having to pay attention to spawn patterns and stuff. Like that time, I didn't even feel like I got all the way over there that time and he's just gone. Alright, Sumo Bro. You are still very upset that I killed you that one time. And I understand why.
She said her grandpa taught her about sandwiches that if you don't put the cheese right on the bread, you'll never taste it. Like, only put condiments on the other side of the bread. Not the other side, but like the other half.
I mean, I guess that makes...
She said he owned a deli. An Italian deli? Yes, please. I won't listen to your grandpa.
God damn it! Well, that time I was just so worried about despawning him that I cut that jump way shorter than I needed to. But we're at about the 2-hour mark, so I think this is a good spot for me to take a break. I'll come back and do this more when I'm back on the break. I just want to have a dab first. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Enjoy the clip show. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And yeah. Alright, we're back. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Welcome back.
Yes, it was a good dab break for all.
Yeah. Good daybreak to all, and to all a good day.
I cut that jump again because I'm scared of despawning the sumo bro. Damn it, that would have worked. Okay. I think that's the strat I want to do, where I just have to kind of do the jump to the right a little early. For those that missed it before the break, the gimmick of this level is that I get star power, but only when I'm at like max P speed, basically. So like anytime I'm running on these munchers, I have to be moving at full speed. And then like for that spin jump, I have to cut my speed to break star power enough to be able to jump up there. It's a fun gimmick and a fun twist on the P speed level, but it's one that's taken me a minute to get used to. It might also potentially be worth considering just shortening the amount of ground you can run on here. Here's, bless you, here being the last obstacle. Because it looks like it's like 6 tiles wide. And if you're doing it specifically to stall and just like wait for the sumo bro to be in position, it could be better potentially to have it just be 5 tiles wide. Having it be 4 wide would be a little much, I think, but I think it could at least be 5 wide and be okay. And that would encourage you to do the jump to the right sooner than you're able to right now, which may help with the despawn thing. That's fair. I guess P-speed stuff is a little tricky to determine what's like loose enough to still be fun, but tight enough to still keep the P-speed bit. The one thing that's still taking me a bit to get used to with this gimmick is that spin jumping with it to try to stall doesn't work quite as well. Because you have like just too little time to actually get back up to full speed. No! God damn it! Alright, I can't go farther than that second tile. Yeah, we've had this despawn a couple of times. Yeah, if there's a way to make them not despawn, I guess that would probably just be best. I thought potentially shortening it would be fine, but I think shortening it to the degree that he won't despawn isn't really worth it. Damn it! I got the jump right, but then I didn't have enough P-speed because I did it too early. Yeah. No! I just missed the jump. God damn it. Okay.
God, the way that E-Now hits is just so different.
Yeah.
Like, these cops are so different. In such a good way.
Yeah, E-Nails are good.
Jump.
Okay. Maybe gonna put a save state here just to see what all is over here. Oh, hey! A hidden point! Secret! Okay. Didn't intend on that, but... We'll pretend that was the reason. I want to just, like, at least see how much more is up over here. Okay. I won't see past there because I want to at least see. I didn't want to use the save state too much. I just wanted to get a peek ahead there. It's a little awkward that you have to move left there. No! Oh, in my head I did exactly everything that I wanted to do, but I just didn't actually get P-speed again.
Right? He's always storming off.
Move left, but not that much. It's not even really move left, it's just you kind of expect to move right on this jump, and you kind of just have to drop straight down. It feels like you're moving left because instead of moving right, you're just falling straight down, I guess, but you don't actually have to move left there, it doesn't look like. I thought for sure I was despawning that dude. Okay, so let's do a shallow jump there and then a big jump around because I think that's what I did before. One of the benefits of me being off cam is it's easier for me to just mute and cough when I have a big cough attack. Yep. Y'all don't have to know about it until after.
That's why you went sleepy.
That's why you went silent for 5 seconds.
Your bun show.
Well, I got super lucky there because the ability to get this with spin jumps is not very high. Oh, that was not a way I expected to die. Okay. Right. Should probably kill that guy first. I sure did get walled.
That's Wallied.
Wally!
You got Wallied. It's because it's like, for some reason, a little bit scrolled down in the chat, and so the apostrophe looked like the dot of an I to me.
Fun fact, I think the first 45 minutes of Wally is one of the best animation things ever.
I've never seen it.
I think the second half of the movie doesn't really hold up as well, but the first half of the movie is fucking fantastic. It's basically just Wally kind of running around like a post-apocalyptic Earth, like not talking, not doing anything, but just kind of like cleaning up and stuff. And then he falls in love with this other like robot, basically, and it's like 45 minutes of animation, and there's no talking whatsoever, but it's still like this like really cute, deep love story about it.
Oh, you were talking to me?
Yeah, I sure was. I had a full-ass conversation with you, and you did not hear any of it. Okay.
So there's a hot girl dancing on this table, and I got really distracted. Yay! Should be a function. Why are you typing so much?
You got a quote added in my channel about it. Anyway, as I was trying to say, Wall-E, the first 45 minutes of it is adorable because it's like a 45-minute love story about Wall-E running around like post-apocalyptic Earth and like trying to like clean it up or whatever, and then falling in love with this other robot, and it's all done without any words whatsoever, and it's just all like basically over like music and stuff.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then it dips into just kind of whatever. Yeah, we're talking about Wall-E. Wall-E came up. The second half of the movie does not hold up as well as the first half of the movie, in my opinion, but like the first half of Wall-E is like one of the coolest things I've maybe ever seen like in a movie, period. Well, Wall-E hot takes bringing everyone out of alert.
Calling everybody out alert.
I mean, it's not really a hot take, it's just
No, it was just talking about it.
yeah.
Just a conversation, not everything's a hot take.
Hot take, conversation can just be conversation. I said it.
What's your conversation hot take that'll get you in this position? You know the one. Swords. I pointed my fingers at Theo, but it was only 2 hands. Well, I cry at every movie, so probably that's why I haven't seen it. I cried at the end of the damn Mario movie, okay? I thought I finally got through an entire movie without crying. No. The credits began, and I was just like...
Speaking of crying in animation, If y'all have not seen the new Puss in Boots movie, go see it now.
Also that.
And you're welcome. / you will probably cry about it also.
Oh my god, were you there earlier in my stream when I made a reference to Pulp Fiction? Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And Queen was like, Bun has seen a movie? I was like, wait, and it's like not like a cutesy movie that like you would expect me to have seen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's also fair. I feel like if it was drawn out for an entire movie, it probably wouldn't have worked. I don't mind them doing the second half. I just feel like the second half could have maybe been done slightly differently. I remember not thinking that the movie needed like a villain in any way, shape, or form, and that really threw me off. Like, I think if Wally would have just been like, oh shit, humans fucked up everything, I think that would have been better than basically that, but with the like villain that didn't really need to be there. But that's just a storytelling opinion, I guess.
Also, Splee, I love you too. Oh, what a night.
Yes.
What a nice time for a Nightbot plug.
That's an actual nice time. Normally it's a very passive-aggressive time to plug.
Normally it's passive-aggressive AF, but it was like, are you laughing at what's being said on stream right now? You could follow her on her own channel. Here's the link.
Yeah. It's an ASM thing, Momo. So basically it's code that you can apply to levels specifically. And this level has a code that when you get Mario fully P-speeded, he has star power also. Which is a fun twist on like the run really fast levels, because now you actually have like a reason to run fast rather than just being fast and being able to like clear gaps that you wouldn't be able to normally and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but my games folder opened fine once we realized it was the controller being pressed.
You did not, but that's silly.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Hi, Chromie. How's it going? Good to see you.
Chromie!
Hope you're doing well.
Always amazing to see you. Always hope you're doing well.
True.
Also, hi Momo. How was D&D?
I hope it went
Kind of
well.
just snuck into our Wally conversation and we didn't have a chance to ask you.
I hit back there. Okay. It's good to see you though, Chromie. I hope things are going well.
Fell asleep in that uncomfortable looking chair.
They questioned a child and made him cry and then gave him a cupcake and really confused him. Sounds like a good D&D session.
I thought this was a work story for some reason, and I was like, huh. That poor kid. Hope the cupcake was good. Like, I literally asked you how was D&D, and then thought you were giving me a work story? Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Whoa, Momo, you had dragons at work today? That was incredible. Dungeons and Dragons at work?
To be fair, she didn't mention a dragon.
Oh, well, that's a really sad update.
Oh, the baby! I
Was-
mean, to be fair, why would be fake crying?
Yeah.
Why would be fake crying is all I can say. Our Gracie doesn't necessarily know what to do with crying. I don't know if my parents cry ever.
Yeah, she didn't really...
I cry a lot, and then I got really upset that she wasn't comforting me because I was already upset. And I was like, "You're not even like coming over here."
and then Gracie gave her a hug and then Bun felt that.
She came over and like licked my knee.
Yeah. I did forget that you got like
No,
oddly
I forgot that too.
you got like oddly mad at Gracie for her like
I
not
wasn't mad at her, but like my feelings were hurt.
Gracie crawled up on your lap. That's adorable.
I was like, usually dogs like see you crying and like come to be like, whoa, are you okay? Jenna didn't do that either. What the fuck is up with my dogs not giving a fuck that I'm crying? Whenever I get to have a dog finally, I'm gonna go to the shelter and be like, which one comforts you the most if you're crying? This is the information I need to know.
Speaking of comfort dogs, watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah. Absolutely, 1,000,000%.
I don't want to spoil anything more
All
about
dogs
it,
are
but
so cute.
yep.
All of them. Even the ugly ones. Somehow they're even cuter. I love a good ugly animal. Like an animal that's so ugly it's cute. Anteaters, for example. Fucking love that shit. What's up with your tiny little head and your giant fucking body? It is not proportionate and I fucking love it. Gotta eat them ants. I get it. But
Gotta eat them ants.
Why is the rest of their body so large? Why isn't it proportionate to their ant-eating face? Why do they look like that?
It's because their ant-eating face has to fit into
They have to
hills.
have like a stable body holding it down while their face goes into the hill.
Yeah.
And then yeah. Okay, gotta be sturdy. Gotta have a sturdy bod. Alright, okay, anteaters, I see you.
Okay, anteaters, I see you. Good job, good job. Good evolution, good evolution. Felt very much like Family Feud. Good answer, good answer. When you're trying to comfort, not a good answer.
Wait, it wasn't on board. Good answer, good answer. The tails to hide their sharp claws from predators. Wait, they got claws, Momo? They don't look like they got claws at the zoo. They hide them from me too. I'm not a predator. The fuck?
Also,
Slash your throat, you don't go eating it? Fair.
thanks everyone for being chill with no cam stream, because especially during the week it's a lot easier for us to just chill, not on cam, and just
well,
talk.
and Lexi messaged me back with your profile pic.
Oh, right.
That we can maybe just put up, so it's not just like a blank square.
Yeah. I normally put Boo Boo up, but I kind of forgot today.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
How's it going, Fall Circus?
So it'd be kind of cute if it was your...
Yeah. God damn it, I keep pulling back there. The one thing that's kind of hard about this gimmick, and then still, like, having a hard time with, is typically in a P-Speed segment, like, it only really matters if you have P-Speed at, like, the end of your platform. So you can kind of afford to, like, drop speed a little bit along the way sometimes. But with this ASM in particular, you, like, have to stay at full speed the entire time, so you kind of have to do things slightly differently. It still feels like it's my fault everywhere. Like, even trying to learn the movement for this to avoid this despawn's been fine. Obviously, that's getting looked at, but it doesn't feel like anything I, like, can't do or is unfair or anything. It's a very big mental shift to need to keep P-Speed the entire time instead of just make sure you have it at the end of the platform and you're good. Looks like P and Ranger drops by 1 per frame. Yeah, that should probably be fine then.
Also, wait, am I feisty?
I didn't think so.
I think I'm just high, Rev. Just a little stone and bologna.
She's just learning about anteaters.
I'm not feisty. I got questions about the universe I exist in at this moment in time.
At this moment in time?
Who knows where else I've existed or will exist in the future?
Fair. And in those universes, she hasn't had to ask questions about anteaters. So the ants just stay uneaten in all those other universes, I guess.
Well, look, they're at war, so probably don't need them like taking over. Anteaters have a really important job.
Anteaters, peacekeepers. Oh, Splee, you haven't seen ants being at war?
Oh,
That's something.
We fell into an entire anthill hole.
Yes.
About this once.
So this is
On
real. Y'all can like Google it to figure it out if you don't believe
the ants,
me.
they be at war.
But basically, there's like two major breeds of like ant, and I think it's like a Brazilian ant and like a Portuguese ant or something. Like I don't remember exactly what countries they're originally from.
And it was like one of the types of ants got taken over to the other area of the other ants via a ship.
No, it didn't happen like that. They got. They ended up in different areas of the world because of ships. So basically, like separate.
How is that wrong?
Okay, because you haven't let me finish yet. Separate ships brought these ants completely across the world, and then the ants like reconnected, I guess, either through just like instinct or like breeding, basically, to like set up basically like war zones throughout like the actual Earth, and basically took over the Earth and have like organized like factions and stuff where they're like getting ready to like attack the other ants, which are obviously like also all over the place now. How's it going, Lit? We're talking about ants at war right now.
Hello, Lit.
As opposed to fake Earth, exactly. It's real Earth.
Yeah, it's just really crazy.
Yeah.
Humans ruin everything.
Yep.
The ants got on the ships, they would have never.
I was gonna say the ants would have had their like war that they had in that little area and then been fine. But basically, like because humans took them over like cross country, they had enough time to like basically breed and become like actual armies, pretty much.
Very real ants, yes. Lit.
Yes, very real ants. It started off as just talking about anteaters, and then
I had a question about
evolved.
how silly looking anteaters are, and it turned into that they have an important job to eat the ants that are at war, and everyone was like, what? And it was a rabbit hole that I fell down, that CO made me fall down during one of my streams, I don't know, probably like a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago it was. But they posted it in my Discord and everything a long time ago.
Momo, thank you for 6 months of tier 1.
What? Momo.
No! Damn it! Thank you. Lit, enjoy the emotes for 6 months. Thank you. Goddamn. That was also on a PB run, too, so thank you.
Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Yes, Bun's gonna link it.
August 31st of last year is when this happened. Get ready for this. Get ready for your chat to go silent because everyone's watching it.
Yep. It's only like 10 minutes long, so honestly, y'all might be able to even finish it and come back in time for me to finish this segment, but it's very interesting. Turns out ants are fucking ruthless. Which honestly, I already knew, but I didn't realize they were that ruthless. Yeah, I need to watch more of his stuff, because I really liked that one video, but I haven't actually seen anything else that he's made. It like got recommended to us on YouTube one day. I think when we were watching the Squirrel Olympics, which is also a fun thing to watch on YouTube if you haven't. Oh, it's a sciencey company? Okay, yeah, then I'll definitely have to check it out because I like science stuff like that. Okay, let's just jump down. Bounce, bounce, bounce. A little hop. Big hop. Don't get walled. Turn around. Boop. Boop. Missed. Okay. Get ready to talk about ants in 10 minutes. I should have had it pulled up on the side so I could answer any and all questions that y'all had about ants. You're also allergic to ants. To be fair, ants are pretty gnarly, so that doesn't surprise me. Also, speaking of ants, the Chimera Ant arc of Hunter x Hunter is one of the coolest arcs in anime.
Get ready to talk about ants in 10 minutes?
And I hope the rest of Hunter x Hunter holds up whenever it ends up getting animated.
How you be allergic to ants?
Their bites have, like, something
Oh,
on
like
them.
not just like if they're around, but if they bite you?
Yeah.
For some reason, I just imagined like if there's ants around, you're allergic. You know what I mean? Like if there's pollen around, I'm allergic. I don't know. It made sense for a second in my head, and then I was like, hold on. I've never been stung by a bee, so I'm always a little bit anxious that like maybe I'm deathly allergic and I don't even know.
I figure if I got stung by wasps and was okay, I'm probably okay with bees, but I guess I don't know.
Oh, Momo, is it like if people are allergic to mosquito bites? Because my brother had that really bad when we were kids. I don't think it's as bad anymore. Hi, Finn.
Yeah, bee stings are rough. How's
I
it going,
just
Finn?
remember that you came out of work during Wally, but I don't know. You said hi.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I think we might have forgotten, but that's okay. How's it going, Finn? Good to see you.
Yeah, bee stings all around just sound horrible.
I've only had that one interaction. I think I've talked about it on stream
Oh, it
before.
was a great little bee.
Uh,
Loved that bee.
oh, that is not the bee I was
bad
talking about.
interaction.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the good interaction.
No, I've had plenty of good interactions
The
with
one
bees.
where the bee hitched a ride on your shoulder.
Yeah, we'll talk about
That's what I was thinking
we'll talk
of.
about the positive bee. So Bun and I are doing homework and we had to like go on this like earth science survey basically to the spot on the coast.
It was like a subduction zone.
Yeah, so basically like where the coast is like kind of meeting the ground of the like land basically. There's like all these rocks and stuff that get pushed up. So we had to go on a trip there to basically research it. And to get there, we had to hike like probably like 1.5 miles, 2 miles or something.
That
And
was to like Mammoth Rock.
well,
There were 2 different
yeah,
places.
but as we're hiking over to the big rock to take notes and like pictures of it and stuff to show that we were there, this bee just like lands on my shoulder and like doesn't have any intention of like stinging me or anything, just like is just chilling on my shoulder and then stays on my shoulder literally the entire
It was
time.
on your phone.
Yeah, it was like walking on my phone a little bit. It like walked down my sleeve and then walked back up and like didn't have any intention of like flying away or anything. Just like wanted to hang out.
Yeah. Was it, like, mad at you?
Yeah.
It was just chilling.
And then as we reached the rock, it like eventually flew away or whatever. But like he definitely just wanted like a break and saw that we were heading his way anyway. So thanks for the G's, by the way. I always like when I get distracted and clear a segment and then don't even necessarily realize that I cleared it. But yeah, outside of that one sumo bro that was despawning, I felt like that level was perfectly fine and fun. I like that twist on a P-Speed level. Like, having just recently designed a P-Speed level, it's pretty hard to make a P-Speed level that's not just like go fast to make jumps, basically. So it was nice that there was another reason for it. I got crushed by numbers. Okay.
I forgot to give you these 2. Sorry.
It's okay. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
That was a lucky guess. I kind of just assumed I was gonna need to spin, so I'm glad that I did.
Oh.
Also, I didn't really have any notes on the port from the last level. I didn't really hear it a ton, but also I feel like that's probably a good thing. Yeah, and generally, if I like haven't said anything about a port, it's probably a good thing in my opinion. Like all of the ports that you've chosen have seemed to fit the levels in terms of sound and energy, which is all I really look for in a port personally. Like if a song is like exceptionally fast and the platforming in the level is not, that feels a little off to me. But like every song has had a similar pace to the level, which has been good.
Oh, no. Don't really know what that was, sorry.
Oh, we're coming up on the 69th yawn.
Yeah, the nicest yawn will be the next yawn. Okay, also putting the little bit of dye in my conditioner has not only helped the color like not fade super fast, but it also makes my hair really soft.
Yeah.
Because the dye is just good for your hair.
Yeah, shoutouts to Arctic Fox hair dye, because it's...
Yeah, it literally feels like a hair mask every time.
Yeah, Bun saw that on, I don't exactly know where, but we've been meaning to do it for a while, but this is the first time we've dyed her hair where we also bleached it. So, like, we definitely needed to kind of...
I didn't have any problems with it fading before since it hadn't been bleached.
Yeah.
It has to do with, like, how porous your hair is or something. And that gets changed when you bleach it.
Yeah.
I forget in which direction, but, yeah, now that I'm bleaching it, I decided to take that advice. I want to say Crunch mentioned it, but I had definitely heard it before, too.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was Crunch who mentioned it in the chat, like, recently. But yeah, putting a bit of the dye in your conditioner. Maybe even in your shampoo, but I don't think it would mix as well. Shampoo has, like, a different consistency, so...
Yeah, I feel like it would work better for conditioner than shampoo.
Stop it! Splee and Rev coming back after watching the... Holy fuck, what the fuck is Earth?
Earth is just a war zone for ants and we just live here.
Really... Yeah. Sometimes I've been not sober and I've just thought about, like, all of the bugs just going around doing their business while I'm over here doing this.
I had a very not sober, very important life epiphany about a roly-poly once.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. We love roly-polies.
Yep. I learned that while roly-polies can protect themselves, they also can't do anything while protecting themselves. So sometimes it's important to let yourself kind of uncurl and just try a little bit. Because even though you may be more vulnerable, you're able to go places.
Yeah.
And that was my life wisdom that I learned.
Might be safer when you're rolled up, but can't go anywhere.
Yep.
I sobbed.
I like that ants are so smart and just ignore us like very large cattle.
Stop.
Yeah, ants are like, humans are kind of just doing their own
Kind of in
fucking
our way,
thing,
but
so...
I guess we can still do what we need to you.
They brought us here, so I guess we're fine, but like...
Eternally grateful for that maiden voyage. I don't like big ants. When the ants are big, small ants only. I mean, I don't like any ants, but like, I can coexist if I see them out in public.
That is genuinely terrifying, Kevin. Oh.
What? This sounds like math, and I don't like it. Small ants only! That is a threat. Large ants, get out. Like when you're in the forest and you're just trying to sit on a log and a damn giant black ant comes towards you and you're like, well, at least you're not a red ant, but like, why are you so big?
Y'all need to see Quantum Mania. If you want to put it in my Discord, Rev, I'll probably watch it.
It's a lot of math that we don't need to do because someone already did it. Yeah, but I still have to think about it.
Also, speaking of random YouTube videos, Bun needs to watch the Lanky Kong rap thing. Is pretty funny, and also only a couple minutes long.
Okay.
I found
no ant math.
on
What?
on a not related note to ants, to steer the conversation away for Bun. I found a video where Lanky Kong reacts to his portion of the Donkey Kong rap, and it's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you haven't seen the Mario movie yet, please see it.
Yes.
It's really good. We never go to the movies, but we went to the movies for this one, and I did not regret it for the first time ever. I used to like going to the movies when I was younger, but I just don't.
I was very pleasantly surprised by the Mario movie.
Sio and I had only ever been to 2 movies together ever before, and neither one was a pleasant experience. The movies themselves were fine, but the experience overall was not. Both times.
Also, not like I am surprised, but Jack Black is just amazing in literally everything he does.
Jack Black is a perfect human being. And a perfect Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
Just perfection.
Seeing that movie also made me want to dig out Pick Up Destiny again, which I think I still have somewhere around here.
Fun, nothing special though? Who the fuck said that? People who refuse to like things?
Yeah, I'm not typically like the biggest like nostalgia equals good movie person, but I feel like the Mario movie was done by people that really like Mario.
No, there were so many fucking references.
Tell.
I was making so many Kaizo jokes like throughout the entire movie. Please go see it.
If you're not a hardcore Mario fan, I could maybe see why you would have more like critical issues with the movie. But if you're frankly watching me playtest a Kaizo stream, you're probably a pretty big fan of Mario.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like if you're in a Kaizo stream, especially the people I see that I'm talking to, I promise that you would love the references that they make and like all the nods to all the games that they have. Like it's really good.
There were more deep cut references than I was expecting.
Yeah. Like, sure, it's a kids movie, but like we are absolutely the audience that it was made for.
Like, non-spoiler, I guess, slightly spoiler. They had fucking Chunky Kong as a background character in the movie. And Chunky Kong literally has not been in anything since Donkey Kong 64. So, that's like that's the level of like deep cut they're willing to go for like just random, yes. When I saw Chunky Kong, I was like, alright, this game is actually made by people who have like...
There were so many like references like that, just of like characters that were included, or like sound effects that were included, or I don't know. It was good.
Gossip Greg, how's it going, everyone? Hi, I'm Sio, and Bun's here too. We are playtesting for Kaigem, and it's been lots of fun. This level's kind of been kicking my ass, but we've made some pretty good progress. Let me get you a shout out really quick. Oh, never mind. Thank you.
Got it.
How was SMW? What were you up to? Roger charging is a perfect raid. Thank you. I've had that on my stream for forever now. Like that was one of the first things that I think either of us had as like just kind of a random reference to something. But I saw that episode and I was like, oh, that'd make a good raid alert. And then I found this short animation of it and it worked.
I was also gonna say that somehow Crispy Rat as Mario's voice did not ruin it whatsoever. Like, I kind of forgot it was him somehow.
Yeah.
So in case you're worried about that specifically, it did not ruin it the way that I anticipated it ruining it. We're talking about the Mario movie, Raiders.
Yeah. No! God damn it. Alright, well that was good read, seeing as how I hadn't seen anything past that double back to the balloon, or bubble there. Still stuck in Ocean Stroll? Oh, that is a, that's a tough segment of a tough level.
Oh.
You're not meant to bring Green Boy along anymore? God damn it. I was like, yeah, I'm positive you have to bring him along still. And then I get Peace and just jump into the wall anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think making the runway a little bit longer there would solve
Wait.
thinking that you need to bring it with you.
Is what Fen said? Is that Kenneth?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have had Jack McBrayer as Mario and Charlie Day as Luigi, though.
Yeah, no, you could have only had one.
I feel like you could have had one or the other.
They have similar voices, for sure. I mean, they could be brothers, though. Yeah.
He's Fix-It Felix? I don't think I would have placed that at all.
Who?
The quote-unquote protagonist from Wreck-It Ralph.
I only saw that movie one time.
Oh. You'd probably like that movie much more now.
I think so, too.
Because that movie's one of the only other movies that I feel like is just like hee references the entire time that I actually like actually enjoyed.
Actually get more of now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also because it's like actually a good story too. So.
Well, and also because everything is awesome. Wait, that's like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
God damn it.
Which is also a good animated movie,
But not the one we were talking about. I've seen that one too, though.
Doesn't that one also have Chris Pratt?
God fucking damn it, probably.
I did not read or see Ready Player One, but I heard the book was much better than the movie, which doesn't surprise me because that's normally the case.
Well, it's like how we've been watching Chowder, and Gazpacho is Master Shake from Aqua Teen, and I had no clue. I definitely watched both of those shows at the same time when they were on Adult Swim together. And, like, did not ever... Well, one was on Cartoon Network, one was on Adult Swim, but you know what I mean. They were on at the same time. And, like, never once did I notice this until Theo mentioned it to me, like, last week.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, hey, Master Shake. And she was like, wait.
Now all I hear is Master Shake.
Chowder, if you have not watched it, is like the greatest clusterfuck of animation I've ever seen, and like the best way possible. I didn't really watch it.
You're
like,
not in this episode!
no, you're not in this episode. I'm hungry, Mung. So very hungry.
I can't. It's so good. No, we were watching it on 420 and I was like super stoned, and then there was an episode about him sleep eating and I was like, wow, I really do not need to be called out like that. And then there was one where he was like, his stomach was hurting and then he kept eating the thrice cream. He's like, I don't know why my stomach hurts, and I'm like, wow, this is just getting too real. I do not need to be like held a mirror to my face right now like this. I'm just trying to have a good time.
I have not seen it while that level of unsober, but I can imagine that being fun. Especially because of the way they do patterns on that show. If y'all have not seen Chowder at all, it's one of the coolest animation styles I've ever seen in terms of like patterns. Because they almost do it like a green screen. It's like almost traditional animation, but then they have like a green screen layer almost where they like have different patterns that don't move with the characters and are like their own static layer. And it ends up looking like really cool when everything else moves but the characters, but like their patterns on their shirt don't. And yeah, very, very, very good palettes also. Basically anything that you could like about an animation show is good in that show.
Oh, it's 9:20?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up soon.
Yeah, but still. I mean, I'm having a good time, but it's late.
The only other fun animation thing I've been seeing lately that I think I can recommend, not 100% sure because I haven't seen very far, but the new Trigun remake has actually been pretty fun on Hulu. I've been watching it kind of off and on at work. But it's like a 2D 3D animation where it's like technically animated, but it almost kind of reminds me more of like the way Genshin Impact is animated, where it's like over models and stuff, because they have a lot of like very subtle transitions into 3D stuff in the show. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that right. Jump up there, spin jump, and then I think there's a winged platform that I hit the on-off block. I'm not sure how much is left in this level, so I think I'm actually just going to back out here, and we'll go ahead and continue this level whenever we do testing next. It looks like we have this level, Am I in Heaven, and Crumbling Castle, so might be another stream, might be another 2 streams. We got 3 exits done the first time and a little over 2 this time, so overall really fun. I feel like all the ports are matching also, so very much looking forward to this. Let me try to find someone to pass y'all off to, but I definitely got tired, so I just want to wrap it up now. Oh, I don't know why this didn't show up, but apparently someone gave me a PayPal tip for $10 during stream.
Oh.
So thank you, whoever that was. I'm not sure exactly who it was.
Yeah, it doesn't say like the Twitch name anywhere.
It doesn't say his Twitch name anywhere, but if you donated $10, thank you.
Do you not have a tip alert?
I thought I did, but I'm going to have to go through my alerts at some point, because I did all of the stream update and alert stuff for you, but I never did it for me, so...
Do you not have a tip alert?
I thought I did, but I
that.
I don't know. I didn't get an alert, so I'm not really sure. I thought I had a tip alert, but... Okay. Who are we gonna pass y'all off to? I always forget this music like drops into something else if you sit on Special World for long enough. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pass y'all off to Defy. Defy's working on the Cape level of